Sunday. Happy
Yes.
Sunday, everybody. Welcome. We are so glad to be able to bring another Sister Talk Sunday with you
Yes.
guys. And as you see, I have Janae with me. So for those that don't know, this is my lovely co-host and sister.
Hey,
So I'm 2B and this is
Janae of
Jen.
Artistic Healing Expressions.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes. So I hope that everybody is having a good Sunday so far. I hope everybody is having a good Sunday so far. Yes. I don't know where you guys are, but where we are getting like 80-degree weather and
Lovely.
it is so lovely. It is so
Yes.
lovely. It is so lovely because we have been having cool weather pretty much all week.
Mm-hmm.
We were getting remnants of the storm. So for us to have 82-degree weather is like awesome,
A
but
nice treat.
but it's a nice
Yes.
treat, but it's a big tease too. It is definitely a big tease because this weather is really about to dip on us. It's about to dip. So I gotta get my mind right. I gotta get ready.
Start preparing.
Start preparing. Start preparing. OMG. OMG. So yes. But today is October the 13th.
13.
Yes. And time is definitely flying.
Mm-hmm.
Um been getting ready for fall. What about you? Are you getting ready for fall?
Yep, yep. Already, preparing to tape up the windows and everything because my house gets cold.
Mm. Yeah, don't even talk about it. I had Charlie like looking at him the other day like baby yeah this chill started to hit a little bit different and
Right.
you know even if he starts saying oh God or like I'm chilly then you know it's cool it's
Yes.
cool so I'm like
Yeah.
yeah I like it's getting close to the heat time so yeah. So today we are excited to dive into our next
Stop it.
topic. Our next topic today. Woo! Y'all, it might get a little deep. Hello, hello,
Yes.
random. How are you? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. So, did you guys know that there is a difference between friendship and fellowship? And I know y'all probably thinking like, what in the world? It is really a such thing
Yes.
as a fellowship. Okay, we are gonna dive into this. We're gonna break some things down. Some things might resonate with you.
Mm-hmm. Things gonna hit you right.
It's gonna hit you a little bit. It might hit you a little bit. So, because I know a lot of things I can relate to, and my sister she can relate to. Hello, hello, Lady Soul. Welcome in, Jamie. Okay. Yeah. So let's just start talking about it. Hi, Jaden. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in. So, guys, if you don't mind, as you're coming in, can you hit the like button for us? Thank you. We'll really appreciate it. So let's start talking about friendships, okay?
Mhm.
So what exactly is a friendship? Because I think a lot of people get confused on that term. What exactly is a friendship?
Right.
So the experts say
Mm-hmm.
a friendship is a close relationship between two or more people who care about and support each other. It is built on trust, honesty, and mutual respect. Friends often share common interests and experiences and enjoy spending time together. So that's what they define a friendship is. So, do you agree or disagree with that?
I agree. I agree. I feel like it piggybacks on, our topic of when we talk about relationships
Yes.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
So a friendship is a type of relationship.
Friendship is a type of relationship. So,
Mhm.
for those that are just coming in, a couple weeks ago, we touched on relationships and different types of relationships. And friendship is actually a type of a relationship. So we're going to dive deep into this, guys. So I'm just giving y'all some little backstories to and little things what the experts say about like friendships and faux. And then I'm curious to hear your thoughts about it. And we're going to share a little bit of our thoughts on as well. So it says, how do you define a true friendship? Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
it's a difference. Friendships come in all different realms. And I want to break that down
Mm-hmm.
to you as well. So a true friend may be someone who accepts you unconditionally, helps you grow, supports you in tough times,
Mm-hmm.
and increases your ability to love yourself.
Love that.
You may also do things for them, showing them that they mean as much to you as you do to them, and becoming a better friend. Hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like friendships are, they're it's encouraging,
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you know what I mean? And I don't know, like I was thinking like minded,
Like-minded. Right.
type of things, but sometimes it's like, um I don't know, yeah, I guess like, yeah, if it's somebody that you always disagreeing with, that might not be
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, but usually it's like us like-minded people. Y'all get along well. They make you feel good.
Right.
It's like they laugh at your jokes. They kind of get you.
Yeah,
You
exactly,
know.
exactly, exactly. So they
Mhm.
said, like, yeah, the qualities of having a true friend is that they embodies the like trust and
Mhm.
empathy and support, loyalty,
Mhm.
respect. Building strong friendship involves meeting new people, showing kindness, and developing effective communication skills.
Mhm.
Okay, so those are pretty much the basis of like a true friendship. Okay, so they break it down to like the different types of friendships. Okay, and what is the essential qualities of having a good friend? So an essential quality of having a
Mhm.
good friend is someone who's supportive,
Mhm.
whether they're your cheering squad,
Definitely. They
your
wear the
biggest, your
T-shirt.
your big cheerleader.
Right.
Okay, they're a company shoulder,
Mhm.
during the tough times. They're supportive and enriching in their friendship. They're loyal to you. Okay, like we just talked about loyalty.
Mhm.
Um, like they say different things, like they're not judgmental and they're dependable.
Yeah, true friendship be feeling like
It
family.
does feel like
It be feeling like
family. It
family.
does feel like
Mhm.
family. So they said so the number one rule in a friendship is first and foremost to any friendship is to find your friend in times of need. You don't have to be glued by your friend's side at that time, but you can. But if you can't defend them when they actually need your support, it speaks a lot to you and about them.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So that's touchy. If they cannot defend you in your time of need, okay. So let's
Mhm.
just break down like the different types of friends. Then we're going to dive into friendships, okay?
Mhm.
Because I feel like somebody in their life
Mhm.
then had a friendship,
Mhm.
maybe presently, maybe in your
Mhm.
past, but somebody has had a friendship. I can attest to having friendships, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about friendships,
Yeah. I
but
feel like that's the real interesting
that's
part
the
right there.
real interesting part is
When you're
the
dealing with
when
like the fake
the
friends.
fake
Yeah.
friends, okay? And
Mhm.
I'm one that don't use that term too loosely. Like
Mhm.
I might say, "Oh, that's my friend. That's my friend. That's my friend,"
Mhm.
but it's levels and layers to that,
It's
okay?
definitely.
So,
Mhm.
um, for me, I guess friend is like a term of endearment, but it's
Mhm.
like, do I really consider you a friend deep
Mhm.
down? No, not really. Like, I've been guilty of calling people like my sister friend and things like that, and
Mhm.
to find out otherwise. But yeah, but we're gonna get on into that. We're gonna get on into that. But
Yeah.
yeah, but so experts say that there are different types of friends. So you can have a very close friend, okay,
Mhm.
which if you have one of these type of friends, these are friends that you really want to
You
hold on to. You
value.
value, right?
Yeah.
Because they say a close friend is someone you have a strong connection with, and you like them a lot. Close friends are often described as besties, bosom buddies, confidants, or soulmates. Okay. So, you know how people say, I got my bestie, whatever. Okay. Is it a real bestie or somebody that you just calling a bestie? Sometimes you gotta be real careful with that when you say my besties, right?
Right.
Close friends are different from acquaintances. So acquaintances are people you know but haven't quite spent that much time with. You know,
Like an
like an
associate.
associate,
Like,
associate
yeah.
like me. Like I use that term like that's my associate or they are acquaintance of mine. Like I won't really consider them like a close friend. And you know, you cross paths like that. Like you know them, but they not really like a close friend of yours. They
Like when you
say,
see them, you'll be like,
hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Yeah.
So close friends are different, okay, from casual friends. Like so, casual friends are that people like you hang out with other friends. You know, like you say, oh, we're gonna get together, a group of friends or whatever. You know, that's a casual like friendship, right? So close friends can vary from person to person, they say. Some people might consider a close friend to be someone they see often, right? While others might consider it to be someone they can pick up things even if they didn't get together often. Some people might also consider the types of conversations they have with the friend to be the central of their closeness. Like, you know how you can have that person that you might not talk to him or see him, but like you said, you can pick up the phone and talk to him, and y'all can have these deep conversations. You know, very very relatable. You know, like I know I have like people like that in my life that I might not see them all the time or don't talk to them, but when we talk, it's like a old like long time friendship that's like okay that we never lost touch. You know,
Like
no time has passed.
And that's what I have friends like that too. You know what I mean? Friends that I've had over the years. And sometimes like literally like months could go by.
Yeah.
And it's like we haven't even like, really, talked and stuff. But then when we talk, we on the phone for 2-3 hours. Like we catching up, you know what I mean? Catching up. And it's always like, oh, we gotta see, I gotta see, I see. And it's like people that I just love and cherish and stuff. And and it's like, we give each other so much grace.
Yes.
We always be like, oh, me, like, oh, I've been wanting to see you and stuff. But it's like, we understand that everybody has life going on.
Everybody has life going on.
And it's like we never hold it against each other or anything like that, But I know if it's something like deep that's happening or whatever, and I really need them, I know I can call them.
No, you can. Okay. Hi, 12 Octave. Thanks for coming in. Yes. So now let's move on to casual friends. Okay. So a casual friend is someone you spend time with company, like a comrade, okay, such as work or at a class. Like casual friends can be beneficial to your well being. As like a study found that interacting with them can improve your happiness and your sense of belonging of having a casual friend. It's like that statement to me is like pretty deep. That having a casual friend can really like be healthy for you. Right?
Yeah, because I guess like it may not be somebody that you're like really attached to or something, but it's I don't know, like I said, like it's going back to like the relationship thing, what I mean, how and it was like, maybe somebody that you may just see at work or what I mean, it's just like a friendly phase or something, what I mean, that gives you like a wave and a nice hello or what I mean, something where it's not like, y'all might not even exchange phone numbers and things and stuff, but it's like what I'm saying? But it's like but when you see them, it just be all this warmth. You know what I mean? That's something. Yeah, I mean, I can see how that can be like, that's just love it. And you may even like look forward to seeing that person. And so maybe they work at, the Starbucks or something that you go to. And it's like you go just to see them because they're gonna have this friendly face and a smile.
Yes.
So you're not necessarily friends.
But
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but a casual
Yeah,
friend,
but you can like look forward to
look
like
forward to
even
seeing them. Right.
yeah.
Yeah. So there was like these are the differences between a casual friend and a real friend. So you kind of touched on it a little bit, but they said like asking for help. A casual friend might ask what they can do for you.
Oh.
While real friends might do things for you without being asked. That's interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, who? I feel like I'm a casual friend in a lot of different instances. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be that friend. They'll be like, okay, well, let me know if it's something I could do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, it feel like I'm a real friend to you, then I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. You know what I
Yeah, you
mean?
just already
I
there.
already there,
Already
like
knocking on
I
the
already
door
knocked the
like
door,
with the soup. I
right?
know you
I already
sick.
know you're gonna need this. I already know you're
Yeah.
gonna need this, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I found that very interesting because like that resonates. That really
Yeah.
resonates, you know? Like
Mm-hmm.
so, and it said checking in.
Mm-hmm.
A casual friend might ask you how you're feeling, while a real friend might be able to tell how you're feeling without even asking you.
Mm-hmm.
So casual friend would say, "Well, how you feeling today?"
Mm-hmm.
Just checking in. You know, so that's very enlightening
Yeah, saying so it's like real friends have a deeper
to have a
connection.
deeper connection than a casual friend. So, like, even we're calling you, right?
Mm-hmm.
A casual friend might call you when they have time, while real friends might call you even when they don't have time.
Mm.
you know. Hello, the traveling type. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so it's
Mm-hmm.
that really resonates,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, well, when I get around to it, I'll give him a call. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'll call and
Mm-hmm.
check in. Like, days go by, weeks go by, a whole month go by, and you still ain't picked up that phone and called them. That's how you know you're a casual friend.
Oh gosh.
That's how you know you're a casual friend. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you do not make the time, you say, "Yeah, I'll call him. I'll give him a call. I'll give him a call." So he said, the next one is social friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a social friend.
Like you breaking
Good.
it all the way down so it'll forever be broken down.
So a casual
Mm-hmm.
friend. I mean, a social friend. We already talked about casual. A social
Mm-hmm.
friend is someone you have fun with and consider lighthearted at social gatherings. Like social friends
Mm-hmm.
can help you feel a part of a community and expand your social circle.
Mm-hmm. I
Mm.
have feel like I got a lot of those.
Yes, yes. That
Mm-hmm.
those social friends that y'all get together, y'all friends in that social setting, and then y'all
Mm-hmm.
part ways, and you might not even talk to them again until y'all
Mm-hmm.
might get in that
Right,
social.
right. You wouldn't call them for anything
Right,
serious,
right,
you know,
exactly. Calling
or
for something serious. Right,
yeah.
right. So they
Like
said
you might
like
not put them in your
you might
business,
not put them in your business. Yeah, you can't
but you
put
like hanging out with
you can like
them.
hanging out with them, but
Mm-hmm.
don't put them in your business. Don't put them in your business because you
Yeah.
don't know them like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it said here's some characteristics of a social friend. Low pressure conversation. I can
Mm-hmm.
see that. Like y'all get together, y'all having a drink, y'all just talking about like stuff that really doesn't have substance. Just
Mm-hmm.
conversation. Um, you can have mutual interests. You can build relationships with social media friends. You know how everybody got those social media friends.
Mm-hmm.
All these friendships on social media. You probably people you don't even know, right? But you
Right.
friend requested you, and y'all friends just on social media, and they might get that conversation like, "Hey, how you doing?" And you don't know the person from a can of paint. Like, I'm real funny about
Me
that. I'm real
too.
funny about
Me too.
that. They're saying
Mm-hmm.
women never call a friend for something serious. um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like I'm real funny about it, especially like Facebook. Like I don't accept any friend requests from people like I don't know. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you might have those mutual friends that
Mm-hmm.
you might know them through family or something like that, but even
Mm-hmm.
that's a gray area,
Yeah.
And I'm real leery if I get a friend request from somebody that I normally don't talk to a lot, or
Mm-hmm.
they have a mutual friend of mine, I'm gonna like do a little research, be like, is this really them? Like, or somebody just
Right.
fishing, trying to
Mm-hmm.
get information, something like that. I'm real leery about that before I
Yes.
start accepting friend requests.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
my friend circle on social media is very small.
Mm-hmm. I hear
Okay,
that.
yes, yes. But they say these friendships can be important for social and emotional development.
Mm-hmm.
Just having that social interaction can be good
Yeah.
for you emotionally. And I can see
Mm-hmm.
that,
And
like
they might just be like that fun
that
person
fun
that you just
person.
like going dancing with.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep, like hanging out with and just lighten the mood, keep it, like I said, low
Mm-hmm.
key. So
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. I
I
can see
love
that.
that. I'll be your social
I'll be a
friend. I
social
love
friend.
hanging out. Yeah.
This is a and it was so since that.
I gotta put my
Okay.
other glasses
Okay.
on.
Yes, I see we have lots of people, friends in here. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, we're just talking about friendships right now, but we're going to dive into friendships really, really soon. Because that is a very, very touchy subject. I'm not sure who can relate to that or if you've even heard of what a friendship is, but friendships actually exist. Okay? Yes. All right. So now we're going to talk about lifelong friends. Lifelong friends. So, lifelong friends. They say having a lifelong friend is someone you can connect with and you think they'll be your friend for a long time. Lifelong friends are often people you've known since childhood, okay, who are close to your family. They can be a constant presence in your life, and you can be with them, your most authentic self with them. I can see that. A lifelong friend.
Yeah.
Lifelong friend.
Yeah, because like you said, they become like a family member.
They do.
You
They
know, that's
do.
like they always been around. You know, y'all had your fights or whatever and stuff like that. But it's like that you're not going anywhere and they're not going anywhere.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel
Yeah.
connected to them.
Feel
all the
real
time.
connected with them. Exactly. Yes. So, how they say a lifelong friend is someone you connect with, right? They can be a constant presence, shared experiences. Um, you've been through a lot of life milestones together. You have a strong sense of connection and understanding. Unconditional support. They offer you love, support, and empathetic in their understanding. I could see that. Lifelong friends.
So I have a friend group
Okay.
from high school. And it's a nice little group of us.
Okay.
And we haven't really been really close over the years, but we stay connected.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like we really stay connected. And like I said, this is from high school and and it's like, like we love each other. And we love each other and they was just talking about, yeah, we will be having our 30-year high school anniversary.
Wow, that's awesome.
I think what
That's awesome.
next year would be our 30 year.
Nice.
And we were just talking about that earlier today. I was like, yo, wait, 30 years? I was like, okay, I'm feeling old for a second.
30
was
years.
Like, what?
Wow.
30 years I've been out of high school. And so that's what we were just talking about, having like that reunion and stuff. But this group, like some of them I haven't seen in years.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Literally like face to face,
Wow.
And like, so we don't connect on a level where it'd be like, girl, this what happened today or anything like that and stuff, you know what I mean? But it's like the love has never left us.
Love has never left.
You know what I mean? Like I know that, it's like, for years to come, we're always going to
be
try to find ways to connect and, you know what I mean, still, have our reunions and stuff.
That kind of just goes along with what we were just talking about. Having those people that you can pick up where you left off with.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, child, we're gonna get on to this.
It's okay.
Yes. Like you said, the timeliness, you can pick up right where you left off, right? We just said that. They're familiar. They're often close to your family members. Okay, like you had those friends that are like family, like you call them like your sister or your brother or something like that, because you like y'all intertwine. Your families know each other. Y'all might have raised kids together. So it's like closer than just being like
yeah, that's
a
like
casual friend.
my friends that my children call aunt. You know what I mean? Like I got some friends that my friends, they be, my children be like, okay, that's auntie.
That's auntie. Right, right. Yep. And you make time for each other, right?
Yeah.
You make time for each other. Right? And then they say another category. Work friends. A work friend. That's me. That's me all day. That's me all day. I have so many work friends, okay?
Yeah.
So many work friends. All right, so let's see what they say about work friends, okay? So, a work friend is a colleague with whom you share a bond. They can be a source of support, understanding, and camaraderie. There are different types of work friendships, right? So you can have a workplace best friend.
Y'all having a shared experience every
Yes,
day.
a close platonic friendship where you trust and confide in each other and share most topics. Yes, I
Mhm.
have had a lot of work friendship where I felt comfortable to this person to talk to
Mhm.
them about like intimate, deep things, private things that I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't share with anybody else. I just
Mhm.
feel that comfort with them.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it's like you only see them there. It's like where they going
Where they go?
do? What they
Right.
gonna do with
What
it?
they gonna do
We
with
don't
it?
know none of your other people.
Right.
You know.
Exactly. Exactly. So they said like you can have a close friendship, like where you might want to remain friends even if you leave the company.
Mhm.
Right. Right. Hmm. That's true because I
Yeah.
still keep in touch with like certain friends that I used to work with and stuff.
Mhm.
We'll get together every now and then. It's like we might not see each other, we might not talk, but like every now and then we'll shoot that text. How's it going? How's everything
Mhm.
going? Or maybe we should get together. Try to set up a date to just do lunch or something like that.
Mhm.
So those are people that you make your connection with, but you know you don't want to lose that connection outside of work, because like I've left jobs and like still keep in touch with people, like they're casual, like how you doing,
Mhm.
how's everything going, do you need anything, something like that. So but those are friendships that I consider like ones that I really don't want to like lose because we had a close relationship at work,
Mhm.
so I still try to like maintain that.
Yeah, and sometimes you even be like missing it, like, oh, I remember when I used to, you know what I mean, and be talking with this person, and we used to have these
Yes, yes,
conversations,
yes,
and
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yeah. So then they have one they call workplace friendly. So it's a less personal friendship
Mhm.
where you might grab lunch or coffee together. Okay, I
Yeah.
see that. But the friendship is less likely to continue outside of work. Yep,
Mhm.
got those too. Like
Mhm.
it's like, hey, we'll sit, talk,
Mhm.
whatever. And like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. Talk,
Yeah.
what I mean? Or
Yes.
have a good weekend, because that's as far as it's
Yeah.
going to go.
I'd be good for that.
Okay, like yeah, I'll
I
talk to
do.
you.
It's like,
Yeah, have a
yeah.
good one. Then it's a co-worker acquaintance, a
Mhm.
person you see regularly at work, but your interactions are limited to
Mhm.
just pleasantries. It's like, oh, okay, how are you? Good morning. How
Mhm.
you doing? Have a good day. Or how's your day going? That may be all the
Mhm.
time. How's it going?
Yes.
The workplace pleasantries. Yes. Uh-huh. But they say work friendships can have many benefits, including emotional well-being. A close friend can help you feel more stable and
Mhm.
provide a buffer against workplace stress. I see
Mhm.
that. Sometimes I know me, like I might get in that mood where things is just irking or getting my nerves, and I just need to vent to my
Mhm.
workplace friend. Get it off my chest. So yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. It said it helps with better decision making.
Mhm.
Like a trusted friend can help you identify blind spots and refine your ideas.
I think like why that is good, you know what I mean? Like I said, those different ways that is broken down.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard some stories, just
Mm.
about, people and being and at work and, you know, just the different relationships that they may have with different people. And sometimes you start talking, you're telling this person this, but
Mm-hmm.
then you realize that they're friends with that person
Yes.
and they don't like that person. And then this person, and so it's like, and it's all this he said, she said stuff
Mm-hmm.
kind of,
Mm-hmm.
start, so it's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
like with my daughters, like with, like when they're down stuff. And I always tell them to be careful with that and becoming too friendly too fast and stuff, especially when they're in a new place. It'd be like just kind of take your time, because you want to see who knows
Who
who's
knows who?
talking with
Yes.
who,
Yes.
what I'm saying,
Yes.
and kind of
Yes.
get a feel for what's going on
Yes.
before you start talking or before you start sharing.
Yes.
And especially, I'd be like, always tell them to avoid gossip.
Go with gossip.
It's always like avoid gossip. You know what I'm saying? Be
Right.
like, because what I mean, I'd be like, even people that be so called friends and stuff like that at work, that
Mm-hmm.
gossip stuff get to going
It does
around.
get to going
You
around.
thinking somebody is your friend, or you're thinking that y'all close friends, and what I mean, but you find out that it's just all this other different stuff. So it's like just taking your time and being careful with that, what I mean?
Yes.
So, before you can see like who's actually a true friend, who's actually loyal to you, or
Yes.
what I mean, just kind of keeping your eyes open to see who's loyal to who.
Exactly. Exactly. Because all you can
Yeah.
have allies and
Yes.
yep, and
Yes.
that your business be all over the place. Yep.
Right,
I
right.
totally agree. I totally agree. Totally agree. All right. So then they said, now we're going to shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
So we talking about like the close friends, the casual friends, the real friends. What about the one-sided friendship?
Oh goodness.
What
Yeah.
about the one-sided friendship? I've had a lot of those.
Oh.
I've had a lot of those. So let's just define what a one-sided friendship is. So, a one sided friendship is a relationship where one person consistently puts in more effort than the other and doesn't receive the same level of support in return. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that.
That's happened to
That's
you.
happened to me. One
So,
side of
what side of were you on?
I was on the receiving end of a
Mhm.
one-sided relationship, so I was the one that was putting in more effort than I
Okay.
was getting in return.
Mhm.
It said one-sided relationship friendships can be emotionally draining.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah, like you valuing the person, you
And,
giving, you calling,
yeah,
you checking
and they
in.
said, and it can negatively impact your mental health.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about that because I have been in one-sided relationships where I valued the friendship more than the other person,
Mhm.
and I gave like so much of myself um that like I was like really feeling depleted. I might have like touched on this a little bit before.
Mhm.
Um like I'm the person that always thinking ahead. Let's like, oh, let me call and check in. Let me check on see how you doing. Is this
Mhm.
something that you need? Or they can call me and I'm always willing to step in and help out, do what I can for
Mhm.
this person, right?
Mhm.
And then when the situation shifts, it's
Mhm.
like, where's this person at?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I pick up the phone and call them when I need them?
Mhm.
Right? Do they call and check in on me and see if I'm okay?
Yeah.
Right? It's always like me reaching out. Or if they reach out to me, it's always for other reasons.
Right.
Right?
Mhm.
So very, very one-sided, very one-sided. So it says, here's some signs that your friendship might be one-sided. Right?
Mhm.
You're the one who initiates contact. Like
Mhm.
I just said, like
Yeah.
I'm always the one. Like I ain't heard from them in a few days. Let me just pick up the phone and call
Mhm.
them, or let me shoot them a text and see
Yeah.
how are they, and see what's good. Okay,
Mhm.
initiate contact. You're the one who always reaches out to make plans,
Mhm.
and you're the one who follows up.
Mhm.
Me,
Mhm.
always the one trying to make plans. But why don't we get together? Why don't we do
Mhm.
something? Why don't we do brunch? Why don't we do lunch?
Yeah.
Always trying to reach out, and
Mhm.
then getting that response like, oh, okay, well, either okay, let's do it, or I'm gonna be busy, I got things going. Like never
Mhm.
wanted to like really make time. It's always like excuses, or if we have a plan in place the day of or
Mhm.
the day before, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it or whatever.
Mhm.
Can we
So they like
reschedule,
backing
make
out.
plans, backing
Mhm.
out, or something like that. They said that's considered one-sided.
Mhm.
You're the one who provides support.
Mhm.
Been in that situation. The
Yeah.
only one providing support. Okay. Like whenever they need me, I'm always there, right? To
Mhm.
support. You're the one who offers to help when your friend needs something, but they don't offer the same support when you need it.
Yeah. It's like it's like they appreciate the friendship. They love it. They loving everything that you're doing, but it's
Yes.
no give
There's no
back.
give back. There's no give back,
Yeah. Yeah, and you putting out the effort to be a good friend.
putting out the effort. Exactly, exactly.
Mm.
Like that's been me. That's been me
Mhm.
in so many instances. Like I'm always like lending that helping hand, trying to be supportive. If you need something, you can call me, but not receiving it in the same way.
Mm.
Um, they say like you feel resentful.
Oh.
I do. In a lot of cases, it's
Yeah.
like you know how you feel like you're being used.
Mhm.
Like that you have been this great friend,
Mhm.
and you provide support and everything, but um this person don't have time for you anymore,
Mm.
or they only call you when they need something. Like, it does create a level of resentment,
Yeah.
and then I start thinking like, wow, okay, so I see how it is. And then especially when you see them value in other friendships and relationships, and they, kind of like throwing it in your face like, oh, that this is my friend, this is my bestie, whatever. But it's like, okay, well, where was these people when
When you
you
needed
when you
this.
needed them, when
Yeah,
you were
you
in
called me.
when you were in distress, or you needed all this extra help? Where were these people? Where were these friends? So I can see where they say it creates resentment, because it
Right.
does. um it says you might feel used. I just said that, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Feel used, feel very, very used, right? Um, it says that you might feel angry or irritated because you're the only one making the effort, right? And you're not getting anything in return,
And
right?
see, I think in situations like that, it's just, it's like, because you got to pay attention to your own self.
Right,
You know what I mean? And so, it's like if you, start feeling like that, it's like you have to know when to back up and when to not do so much.
right.
You know what I mean? And just being conscious of that, because then that helps with, like, you're not getting angry or being mad or something like that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people may not even realize that that's happening and stuff, but sometimes they do. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? They
yeah.
do, and it's like they will just take advantage, of the relationship and of the situation and stuff. And you know what I mean? And but it's good to also point these things out, you know what I mean, and learn, starting to have boundaries.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Setting boundaries is something. And when they call you for these things, it's like, no, because you only call me when, you know what I mean? Be like, but I
That
love
part.
you and I'm gonna talk to you later.
That part, that
And
part, that part. So I recently came into my aha moment, maybe a couple months ago. Like, all the things that we're talking about, like feeling resentful, feeling used, you know, having that anger. I came to that realization about a couple months ago, because I have that personal experience with that one-sided relationship, one-sided friendship, and I noticed that whenever it's time, when this person really needs something or they're in a situation, that's when they reach out to me the most. Like, that's when it's like, oh, hey, what's going on? Da da da. Then they're dropping their woes on me. And knowing the type of person I am, I'm going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to support. What can I do to help you? To help you through whatever you're going through, whatever struggles you're going through, right? And then once they get over that hurdle, and I've like poured so much into it, help them with whatever they're struggling with, whatever the situation is. Once they're at a comfortable place, and things has lightened up, then it's like, okay, crickets, crickets, crickets. It's like, okay, so you were calling me consistently, like back to back, back to back, when you needed help, right? Now that you've gotten everything, and everything has kind of lightened up, your load has lightened up, and you're not going through those same struggles that you were going through. Now you can't pick up the phone. Now I don't hear from you.
Right. They
Right?
don't call you for the
They don't call
celebration.
you. They don't call me. They don't call me. They don't call me. They don't call me. So I said, once I came to that realization that this is what it was. I'm gonna be honest. It took me a minute to really see it for what it was, because it was always me like pouring in and trying to help. So this person was definitely like, oh, like this is my friend, right? But it was felt like more of a friendship, because I was doing a lot, and I was being that support system for them.
But
So
you was just that person.
right, stop.
Yeah, you was just somebody to lean on.
Right. So because I was there and I was consistent with being a good friend and being that support system, that made some wanna be around, because I was given that.
Yeah.
Okay. So once they got to a better place,
Yeah, once they was upright
again and in a better place, then it was like, okay, I don't really need to call you as much, I don't need to talk to you as much. So I said, I had that realization, and I said, you know what, thank you. Like, I really said it, like I said it also, to myself out loud. I said, thank you for showing me what I needed to see, because it's been a pattern. It's been a pattern. I've been seeing it, like little things I've been noticing and feeling. But me caring about you, was turning a blind eye to it,
Mm-hmm.
and being more let's see, more empathetic to your situation, to say, okay, well, you're going through something, you just need time, this, that, the other. Like, always try to look at the bigger picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
But happening so much over and over again,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think the last time was, for me, was like the final straw, because it's like, okay, because I hadn't heard from this person for like months, like 2 or 3 months. Then all of a sudden, I started getting like calls and texts and things. Other, I was like, oh, okay. I said, so they out of their phone. Okay, so now they're reaching out again. Okay, so I'm like, okay, but their reach out was, oh, you think you can help me with this? This is about to happen, and I can use all hands on deck. Oh, okay. And me being that giving person is like, okay, all right, well, what can I do to help? Let me pour into what you need, because obviously you need your friend right now, right? I went through that whole thing, and then it was like, okay, they're good. Haven't heard from them. Haven't heard from them. So I'm like, so there's that pattern again. Like, not hearing from them for months, and then they're real heavy and strong with it. Like, oh, want to talk to you, want to call, want to do all this other stuff, but it's like to help them get through what they're going through. Now that everything is cool, now it's like, okay, now at least they falling back and they can't call or reach out anymore. But they're still having fun. They're still living their best life with the people that they consider like their closest friends. But so I'm like, where's those people when you were going through your struggles and you was going through all these things?
So it's like they
all
consider you one of their supporters.
I'm the supporter. I'm the supporter. So I said, oh, I finally see that I'm the support system. You consider those that are your real friends, like your ride or dies that you hang out with, you do your trips with, your vacations, you hang out on the weekends. But when you were going through your struggles, nobody was there. Nobody was there to help you through that, but me, right? So I'm just a support friend. Cool. So I was like, all right, thank you for showing me what I needed to see. I was like, now I have these boundaries in place, because now they put their stuff in a position. Like, I hope that their friends and their ride or dies, or whatever they call them, are really going to step up to the plate when the next challenge or struggle come through. Okay, because
let them come
let them come through. Let them come through, because now that gravy train has ended. Okay.
But and it's okay. You was an angel,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You was an angel that had, came
Right.
around, and you know what I mean. But like say, you don't want to be somebody's what's that? I'm trying to think of the word. Not like happy, but yeah, doormat. You know what I'm saying? You don't be somebody's like, yeah, you know what I mean. But it's like, okay, you know what I mean. I did what I did for you, and you know what I mean. Continuous blessings.
Yes.
Continue to grow in greatness.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. But I was like, my boundaries are in place. I was like, now, I have a certain feeling towards them now. It's like, I wish you well. I'm glad that I was able to help you through what you were going through. But I'm not that anymore to you. I'm not that anymore to you. I can't. So if or when you decide to reach out or call me again, it better be nothing related to your woes and what's going on. Because I can't give that to you anymore. I don't
can
have
you reach out to them with your woes and stuff? Can you
No,
reach out for them?
I cannot.
You know what I mean? And be like, all right, I need all hands on deck.
I need you over.
You know
All
what I'm
hands on
saying?
deck.
I
Nope.
need you to support.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
So, yes. All right. Now, we're going to move on to acquaintances.
I have a whole lot of those.
You have a whole lot of acquaintances?
Yeah, or like just acquaintance, associates and stuff, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I got that Aquarius rising, and so it's like, yeah, you know what I mean, just a lot of people, I be feeling like people just kind of automatically become like family, but like cousins.
Cousins.
You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily like, me and sister, but because I don't know, it's like and just the way how I'm invested in like my cultural community,
yes,
and stuff, you know what I mean? So I see a lot of people. I got a lot of mamas. Got a lot of mamas.
No,
and
yes,
sisters, and,
yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
So, but a lot of these, people like I said, it's just part of like just the community, like part of the village.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In a sense, like, part of the tribe, you know what I mean, in a way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they're not necessarily people that I try to like, even though they might say, oh, let me know if you need anything, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't like, reach out with like personal stuff or anything like
Right.
that and stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But if I'm doing a show or something, I'll like
Right,
share, be like,
right,
hey, you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Those were
You know,
acquaintances come in.
yes.
Exactly, exactly. Hi,
Mhm.
Antonio. Hi, House of X. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. So I have a lot of those acquaintances. Like you said, you'll randomly reach out when you got something going and be like, "Hey, I got this event going on. If you
Mhm.
can come through or whatever.
Right.
There's people like that, and then then they have like the fair weather friends.
Mhm.
So to me, that kind of falls in line with like the one sidedness. But let's just
Hmm.
see what the experts
I
say
want to
about a
hear.
fair weather friend. Okay,
Mhm.
so
Look, it reminded me of that song. You know what I mean? How
I
that
could
song?
be
Your
your fair
fair
weather
weather
friend.
friend. I'll
Be
be
there
there
to
to
the
the
end.
end.
Yes, 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 yes. Hey, babe, how you doing, honey? Thank you for coming in. Yes. So a fair weather friend is someone who is only a friend when it's easy to be one. Mm. And
Oh.
stop being a friend when things get difficult.
Whoa, that don't fit the song. That's what you say. I'll be there to the
Yes,
end.
yes, 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 yes. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, okay, I'll be your fair weather
But the
friend. So I'm there when it's but I can't stand the rain. Can
you
you
stand
stand
the
the
rain.
rain?
Exactly,
No.
exactly, exactly.
I'm there for the fair weather.
So, let's say, for example, you might describe someone as a fair weather friend
Mhm.
if they're only dependable whenever everything is going
It's
well.
good. Wow.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes,
How
yes.
about
Yes.
that?
It said here are some examples of a fair
Mm-hmm.
weather friend. Okay. Um, like you can't rely on Sarah. She's strictly a fair weather friend. Well,
Can't rely
you
on
can't
them.
rely on
Can't
them,
rely
right?
on them.
Okay. We used to be very close, but she turned out to only be a fair weather friend. I've had people like that. Oh my god, people that
Yeah.
I thought was very very close to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can honestly say I've only had really one really good friend that
Mm-hmm.
I considered like a sister. Remember Lenny?
I think I do remember
Lenny. Okay.
Lenny. Mm-hmm.
So
I thought she was gonna say Kim.
Kim was next in line,
Kim.
but I'm gonna
Okay.
get into Kim. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get into Kim. All right, because me and Kim, we went to high school together. We
Yes.
were like thick as thieves
Mm-hmm.
throughout high school, and then I moved up north,
Yes.
to go to school, and she stayed, down south. But
Mm-hmm.
I think our connection initially happened because she was originally from Philadelphia.
Oh
Okay,
wow.
she
Okay.
has a lot of family in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Course, we're from Philadelphia,
Yes.
but so I would come back and forth to Philadelphia. We would come for our dad and our dad's family and stuff, and she would come up for her family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had that in common. So we were like really, really good up until like we graduated and stuff. So like I said, I moved on. I moved back up north. So we kind of lost touch for a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, but I always was thinking about, okay, my friend, she's my best friend all throughout high school. So finally, I ended up connecting with her again on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was like, oh my god. So come to find out, she was coming back and forth to Philly. Hello, hello, welcome in.
Mm-hmm.
She was coming back and forth to Philly. So I'm like, girl, we need to connect the next time you come to Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all good. She came up. It was like old times. Like we like never like left each other's side, even though we're
Mm-hmm.
all grown. I've had children. She's has children. So we were like thick as thieves, spend time together every time she came to Philly. And then I started going down to Virginia and, like, get together with her, hang out with
Mm-hmm.
her, right? I think our it shifted when my game levels, when I start leveling up. And I'll
Hmm.
say this because that's the time when I opened up my store. I
Okay.
opened up my store. So we were good up until that point.
Hmm.
So I'm like, yeah. So the next time you come to Philly, you got to check out my store. I just had a grand
Right.
opening, this and the other. And she said, okay, okay, okay. Right. Now, prior to that, every time she came up, we would
Hmm.
always get together and connect.
Yeah.
Right. This particular time, this is right after I just opened the store. She was coming up. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, so now you get to come over and look at my store. I'm like, I'm all proud. Just opened the store and
Hmm.
everything. I'm calling them, reaching out, like, you gonna come by? I said, oh, yeah, 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 I'll call you, I'll call you, I'll call you. Next thing you know, the next time I heard from her was after she got back to Virginia, right?
Hmm.
So, and it was all on social media, like, oh, well, I had such a good time in Philly, da da da. So, instantly I got in my feelings, like,
Yeah. You was here. You ain't come by and
you
see
came
me.
by. I was like, but the shady part was that we were communicating. Like it was
Yeah.
like talking. I knew she was in town, and I kept saying, "Well, I gave her the address to where to come over, check out my store, this and the other."
Hmm.
And she's like, "Okay, yeah, yeah, I'll call you. I'm about to come, and this and the other." And went back to Virginia. Never heard from her the whole rest of the week. I'm waiting for her to call because she said, I'm gonna call you at such and such time. Never heard from her. Finally, she's back. I'm like, wow. So of course I'm
Hmm.
feeling away. I'm like,
Yeah.
me and you was friends for so long. We had
Hmm.
reconnected. It was like we never parted ways. And I was like, for you to like do me like that, I was like really feeling away, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like texting her like, well, what happened? Oh, I got caught up. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to get back with you. I'm like, you've never done that. As
Hmm.
all the times you've been coming back and forth to the city, you've never not made time to see me and us hang together.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, when I moved up a level in my life, then you pull back, and then it's like,
Hmm.
okay, cool. So he used to say, coming back and forth to Philly, never looked me up, never
Hmm.
called me, never texted me.
Yeah.
But they would be on social media like, oh yeah, I was in Philly during the weekend, this and the other. I was like, okay. I was like, duly noted, duly noted. So
Hmm.
apparently, me leveling up, you can't handle that. So that's showing me that you're really not a friend. Like, as long as we were on the even till, it was like, okay, we were cool. But
Hmm.
when I move myself to the next level, then it's like, okay, now you back up. So I guess you can't handle my success.
Yeah.
Got you.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
Yeah, because a true friend gonna be
a
there
true
to be
friend is
like
going to be
and
there and
celebrate with
celebrate and
you.
share and cheer you on and cheer you on.
Yeah.
So that was the story of our friendship. And needless
Oh.
to say, I had to
Mhm.
disconnect from her on social media. I didn't
Mhm.
talk to her anymore after that. So that goes into our conversation
Mhm.
of Foeship.
Mhm. I
Foeship.
think what was that? Somebody, I was watching a video one day, and the woman was saying about how sometimes people they're okay with you
Mhm.
as long as you are not surpassing their idea of you. You know what I'm saying? And
Wow.
because it's like, what I mean, like they imagine you to be a certain way. You know
Right.
what I mean? And then once you start changing or you're elevating something, you're becoming something different more than they like expect you to even do.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Then sometimes like they might not be able to handle that version of you. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? And
Mm.
so
Wow.
yeah, because
Wow.
they remember you being on a particular level,
Right.
or they remember you
Right.
being this way. It's like they're
Right.
comfortable with this version of you,
Right.
but as you're changing and elevating and healing some
Mm.
stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You start being different. You know what I mean? You
Yes.
start healing and stuff,
Yes.
too.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah, and sometimes people can't handle that version of you.
Mm.
You know?
Mm. Yeah, that
Yeah.
showed me a lot. That really like stung. It
I remember
definitely.
she was such a beautiful woman too. I
Yeah.
remember her.
Yes.
You
That
know?
definitely stung. It definitely stung.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, that's why I can honestly say that I've only really had like really one hardcore friend
Mhm.
that I can still to this day say was a friend to me.
Yeah.
I think we kind of touched about it when we were speaking about relationships
Mhm.
a couple weeks ago, and that friendship that I had with her was like being a big sister.
Yeah.
But my ex at the time. was very envious of that
Yeah,
relationship.
like that
And
out.
put a wedge into that friendship.
Yeah.
Like we never like disliked each other or anything. Like, and I've
Mhm.
seen her like years passing, and it was always all love.
Mhm.
But I felt like because of everything that transpired during that difficult time in my life,
Yeah.
um, it was hard for us to get
To
that
reconnect.
reconnection, that strong reconnection, that connection that we used to have. But it's
Mhm.
like, but if we was to see each other, it's still love. It's like, how are you? How's the family? It's
Right.
still love. It's just
Mhm.
that bond that we used to have is just not
Not the
there. Does not the same.
same.
It doesn't exist anymore. And when I say
Yeah.
like she was like a true friend, like a sister, like really a true friend, like a sister.
Right.
Yeah. So that's like a friendship that I truly miss.
Mhm.
And like I said, that tumultuous relationship that I was in, truly put a wedge into that and destroyed a friendship with somebody that I knew really cared about me and had my back.
Yeah.
So and you get those like that's
Mhm.
why I'm kind of touching on relationship series because relationships cover a um different realm, a whole aspect of things. Like I said, we talk about the intimate relationships, we talk about the friendships, we talk about family. Like relationships cover a
Mhm.
whole wide range, right?
Right.
So now we're gonna talk about the friendships, okay?
Mhm.
So, and for y'all that don't know, it is a such thing as a friendship.
Potion.
It is a such thing as a friendship.
I'm ready to hear
So
about
a
it.
friendship is the state of having an enemy or being an enemy.
Oh.
So you can be the
I didn't know
foe.
I was going to say that, but
you
yeah.
you can be the enemy, or you can
Yeah.
have somebody that's the enemy. Okay.
Mhm.
So a foe is a person or a group that is considered threatening or adverse. The term foe can be used to describe a variety of situations. Like they can be a personal enemy, right?
Mhm.
They could be a military enemy. They could be an opponent, or they can be a thing that is destructive or harmful or something.
Mhm.
So, yeah, let's dive into that. So, you ever heard a thing that says, "What is a friend or a foe?" What does that mean?
Mhm.
So, they can be an
Yeah.
ally or
I was about to say
enemy.
it's like an ally
Ally or
or
enemy is
right.
like basically it's questioning or asking if someone is trustworthy
Hmm.
and on the same side as you, right? Or if
Mhm.
they are an opponent and they cannot be trusted.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
like, somebody that's supposed to be a friend or something, but they actually in
They
competition with you.
actually in
Actually in
competition.
competition.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
That
I
is.
avoid those people. I
Mhm.
try my best to avoid those types of relationships. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I don't want to be around because it's like we're not like I'm not trying to compete with you. I
Yes.
don't want you trying to compete with me.
Right.
It's like just compete with yourself because
Yes.
I'm only competing with who I was yesterday,
Right.
and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Yep. And you definitely get them people. That's why, like, we're gonna dive into that friendship and the meaning and like what to look for to know if is it really a friendship or is it a
Right.
friendship, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So, what does a faux mean in a relationship? Okay. Negative intentions.
Mm.
Mm.
Man, them people that's folks that'll be trying to sabotage you,
Sabotage.
like be behind your back,
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So they say a foe may seek to harm you or undermine your
Oh
success.
my gosh. Yeah. I'm like,
Woo!
I'm
Yes.
like, stay away from
Stay
me.
away.
Stay away
Yes,
from
yes.
me.
Like you really have those type of people. Some people
Wow.
will gravitate to you,
Mhm.
pretend they'll be your friend, but they be your foe. Because they
Wow.
really are behind the scenes
Hmm.
trying to sabotage, like you said.
Dude,
Woo.
I have had, and
Mm.
it's like unfortunately,
Yes.
I'm saying, I have had people who tried to come around and like kind of pretend to be a friend, but really they just trying to learn from me.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to like pull stuff out of me, and I didn't even get it at
See?
first. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm thinking like, okay, or thinking that we planning on working together, or thinking that they trying to collaborate
Mm-hmm.
with me on some
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and then
Yes.
find out that they just trying to like take my information and run. Like they
Absolutely.
just trying to just take the wisdom. They just here to absorb and just here to
Yes.
take.
Take.
And
tape.
yeah, I have definitely experienced that. And I remember when I noticed it, and it was like, wow, it
It
hurts.
definitely hurts. It
It
definitely
hurts.
hurts.
And you'd be like, wow, like, okay, or they done took and they done started something and completely left you
No,
out
I
of
did it.
it.
Yes.
And I was like, wait a minute, like, I thought we was doing this together. Like I
Right.
said, I didn't like pour it out to you or something and
Yes.
gave you this info and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's like, okay, that's all you were there
That's all you were
for.
there for.
Like they was really just there just to
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yep. See what they can
wow.
get from you, like learn, like drain little information and knowledge, and say and use it to their own benefit. That's it.
Right. The next, they like trying to do you,
Yep.
trying to be better
Trying to
than
be better
you
than you, and
or
then they're your
something.
biggest competition,
And
right?
yeah.
Yep. Like you said, like the relationship is characterized by conflict, rivalry, and
Mm,
hostility. Like they end up being your biggest rivals.
yeah.
Okay. Yep. In summary, friends are allies who contribute to you positively in your life, while foes are adversaries who can
Mm,
create challenges or obstacles.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
Yeah, like you said, so it's like you want to recognize that sort of stuff right away. Like try to recognize that as quickly as possible.
recognize it as quickly as possible, but
Yeah.
sometimes it be hard.
It
It be
do, yeah, because
hard.
people be playing
They play
pretend.
pretend.
People play pretend out here in the world, and they be nice. They will smile
The
in your face.
face, yep, and all the
Yes,
time they want
trying
to
to
take
take
your
your
place.
place.
Backstabbers.
Whoa.
Whoa, yes.
Yes.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yep. So they pretty much said that they're hostile or they have an unfriendly, unhealthy disposition. Their enemies, the hostility, the animosity, the hatred. Yes, the
Yeah.
malice towards you.
Hmm. And
That's
I know, especially like now, because, so many of us on social media and things, those are people, they be kind of like, they be watching you, you know what I mean? They be watching you, they go to your page like that. They don't ever like
they don't
nothing or
never like
comment,
nothing, but they
but they
watching you.
watching.
Yep, 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 yep. So I'm gonna give y'all a
Hmm.
quick story.
Hmm.
So while we're talking about Foeships, I'm not sure of how many of y'all heard that story about the young lady, Shanquella Robinson. When I think about Foeships, I think about this young lady.
Hmm.
Okay, so she was a 25-year-old businesswoman. She was a hairstylist and a social media personality from Charlotte, North Carolina, who was murdered while on vacation in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, October 2022. So
Wow.
this month, 2 years ago, she went away with a group of friends that she
Friends.
thought was friends.
Hmm.
So she trusted these people enough to go on a trip with them
Hmm.
and ended up dying as a result of
Hmm.
it. Okay. So the friends initially told authorities that she died from alcohol poisoning.
Hmm.
However, it was a video that surfaced about her being beaten by her friends.
Oh my
They beat her
gosh.
to death.
What?
They beat her to death. They said the autopsy conducted revealed that she died from a spinal injury, right, in the broken neck. Yes. So they found no alcohol in her system.
Like, why would they do that? Like, I mean, was it something that they had like pre-planned already?
Hello, hello. Who's that King? 1, 2, 3. Thanks for coming in. So apparently, as the story was unfolding, a lot of the girls that went with her, the ladies that went with her, really didn't like her. It was pretty much all a plan to get her over there because they know if something happens to her, they won't be held accountable because they're in another country.
Wow.
So it was all part of a plot. Apparently, according to like all the reports and things
Wow,
that
to get her
that to
down
get her
there and
there,
then beat her
but
up.
yes, alone, and she
Wow.
thought that these was her friends.
Wow.
Um, it was so disheartening. Like
Hmm.
all the videos that surfaced of centering around this story, um, people were actually recording. People that were
Hmm.
supposed to be her friends were actually recording this and putting it on social media.
Hmm.
Of her being attacked. Um, them conspiring in the other
Hmm.
room to attack her. You
Wow.
know, and she didn't. I guess she didn't get it in the beginning. Like this happened within a couple of days of getting there.
Hmm.
Right. So, they'd all smiling, and stuff like that. and she was left alone while they were in the next room conspiring to how they were going to attack her.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. So when I say you have to be so careful about who you consider a friend, because friendships are real.
Yes.
And just about us tackling this conversation about friendships and friendships, I always think about this young lady to how she lost her life to friendship. You know, these people were actually jealous and envious of her. They actually had a problem with her, but she didn't see it because they were being like fake friends.
Yeah, she thought
They were pretending to be her friends and ride for her and be her ally, but behind her back, they were really like resentful of her.
Wow, and it's sometimes people just be hating you for like
Hating,
something
right.
because you're beautiful.
Yes,
You
she
know,
was
hating
very
you
pretty,
because, you
very
know,
pretty. Yes, very pretty young lady. Yes,
it'd be like the jealousies and stuff
yes.
like that, and you don't even know.
You don't even know.
You
Yep.
know.
Yep. Like I said, like she had her own hair salon and everything. She had a lot going for her. And apparently she was a big traveler. So she had a lot of people that like behind the scenes like really hated on her. But they had such a circle of friends, a lot of mutual friends or whatever. So you had these people that behind your back really could not stand you. Really could not stand you. And they wanted to present ill will to you. They wanted to harm you just to show you that they did not like you or whatever.
It's like sometimes, like, you know, like people like they think that you're too high, and so they want to break you down.
Break you down.
You know, like they want to find a way to like bring you down somehow, and that's it's terrible. It's horrible to like. Wow, that you know people want to do that. They ain't gonna have no good luck.
They're not gonna have no good luck. And the sad part about it that they really haven't had any charges because it was in another country.
Oh, wow.
That was the whole plot of the plan. That was the whole part of it to get this young lady in another country where they can carry out this plan and have no ramifications behind it. That's what's sad to me and so disheartening, you know. So this is while I'm talking about the difference between friendships and friendships and breaking it down, the meaning of a friend and the different types of friends. Like you might have a friend that you might have knew for a long time. You might have like their work friend, that person that's close to you, but know the levels of the friendship, the layers of it. What type of friendship do you have? Are you this type of friend? Do you have this type of friend? Like these are things that you need to ask yourself, things that you need to like really think of and sit back and evaluate. Because I personally can't say that I have any good friends. I don't. Like I have people that I'm really like close to that I talk to. I feel comfortable you know, sharing conversations with or information. But I don't have like those friends where if something happened that I could pick up the phone and say, listen, this is going on, or I'm in this crisis. Can you help me? You know, I honestly can't say that. You know, I mean, I could say that for family, you know, that I could call, but I can't like really say that for anybody that I like cross paths with. Like that one friend that I did have like that, like I know that when things were going on that, you know, I could call her and she was always around, but I don't feel confident that I can pick up that phone now and say, listen, XYZ is happening right now. Can you get here? Or something like that, you know? So it's different levels. It's different levels.
And I
to
think
it.
sometimes too, you know, because you know, sometimes we just like wanting to handle things by ourselves, or
Right.
you know, maybe not wanting to involve people, or but yeah, when you were saying that, it got me thinking. I was like, all right, so like if I was really in a bond, I guess
Yes.
it depends on because you know, like you have certain people like, okay, all right, you know, like if it's money, then I'm, you know, maybe that person, you know what I mean? You know, if it's, you know, this, or if I just need somebody that can like get here today, then maybe, you know, that person. But you know, I don't know, you know, yeah, I mean, I definitely, I think that I have some folks that, you know, if I just really, you know, need to, you know what I mean, like that I could call, you know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like I have some people that are in my corner,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But even though, you know, so like for me, I feel like with running, you know, more businesses and, you know, stuff like that, one of the things that I'd be doing. I would be feeling like I get like a lot of like, you know, support, you know what I mean, with that. It's mostly strangers.
Strangers, yes, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you know, But but I mean, but I do, be having some friends. They be like, oh, I just want to support you, you know what I mean? So they, like want to buy something and
And
purchase and stuff
support.
like
Yes,
that, you know what I
yes,
mean?
yes, yes.
But yeah, but for the most part, you know what I mean, it used to feel like really bothersome because it's like, all right, these people who are supposed to be like my
Friends.
friends,
Yes.
and it's like, all right, where are
Where
they?
are
You know what I
they?
mean? Like I don't, yeah,
It definitely
yeah.
makes you think. It's like in situations like
Mm-hmm.
that, it really speaks volume to who's
Mm-hmm.
actually in your corner, who's actually cheering for you, and who's behind the scenes actually
Mm-hmm.
hating on you. Because it shows. It shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, with your businesses, it shows who's
Mm-hmm.
supporting you, who's stepping up, who you feel like you can call on. I'm trying to think like, is there, because I've had like different businesses and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that you know um I have some people that supported the
Yeah.
business, and there's some people that have not. You
Mhm.
know, like we were just talking about, like my old like best friend. Like that was a situation where I thought that was my good friend, my best friend,
Mhm.
and refused to support it. Like they made it clear that, oh, I don't ride with you now because you doing this, you doing that.
Wow,
You
I've
know.
had that too, Mika. Like like so, like and I think it's because they also wanted to kind of be doing that
Mm,
same thing, but they
mm,
weren't really in a position to do it. But it's like I
mm,
was kind of doing and like running with it, and it was working for me.
mm,
And yeah, it seemed like that's when things kind of is like I kind of saw that person kind of dwindle off, and I think it was like they just couldn't really they couldn't really celebrate me, or celebrate
mm.
my success,
That's right.
because it's like,
Yes.
it was a success that they wanted for themselves.
Right.
And it
Right.
wasn't really working for them. And so it's like it just seemed like, I could sense the
Sister
jealousy,
jealousy.
you know
Yep.
what I'm saying, and
Yep.
stuff. And
Yep.
and it'd be unfortunate, you know what I mean? And and it's like, and I still be trying to reach out to this person every now and then just to be
Really?
like, yeah, I don't know why. And it's like I need to stop, but I still just be like, oh, try to send a message, and they do not
Th-
respond. They
That
do
tells
not
you a lot.
respond, and it just be
That
like, I'll be
it
like,
tells you a
okay.
lot.
It'd be like, all right, so like you really have cut me off.
You
Like,
really.
okay.
Hmm.
It's like I didn't even do nothing.
And, and, and,
But
and,
like, okay.
and some friends, some
Yeah.
people will cut you off for no
Yeah.
reason. Like you
And
be
it's
like,
okay too.
and
It's
it's
like, I
okay.
mean,
Yeah.
they're saying like, okay, I can't move forward with you
Hmm.
anymore. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Yes.
And they don't want it, and so it's like you gotta just let it go.
Yes. Yes. Hello, Alta Punker. Thank you for
Hmm.
coming in. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, yeah. Like I've been in so many different situations where I thought I had real friendships and they end up being faux ships and stuff. That's why I really wanted to touch on this subject. I really want to touch on this
Hmm.
subject to explain what the differences are. Like, so if you have someone that surround you, that they could be pretending to be a friend, but just start noticing like different things. Like, if like ask those questions. Like, if I was in an emergency, could I depend on them? You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Do they call me or do I call them? You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like, think about different things like that. So like that'll tell you the dynamic of your friendship and your relationship. And it's okay to have certain type of friendships. Like you said, like
Hmm.
you can have like their work friend. Those are
Yeah.
fine.
Hmm.
People that you might want to still keep a connection with outside of work.
Hmm.
Like you have those acquaintances. Like just be clear on the different levels of it. Don't fall into that trap. Oh, this is my friend, and then it end up like one sided. That
Hmm.
one sided friendship. Because
Yeah.
I've been guilty of always being the one sided friendship. Like always being
Hmm.
the one reaching out, always being the one being supportive, but never getting that in return.
Hmm.
And then the fair weather friends. Like I always talk about fair weather friends. I talk about that a lot because
Yeah.
like I have come across a lot of fair weather friends. Like I
Hmm.
said, they're cool at certain times, and then sometimes they back out. They don't have time for you.
Hmm.
And I'm that type of person that I'll just cut you off. I'll just
Yeah.
cut you off when I start noticing the inconsistencies, because I'm a
Hmm.
consistent person. I need
Yeah.
consistency in my life. So if I start noticing a lot of inconsistencies with you and
Hmm.
our friendship or whatever, I'll back off.
Uh-huh.
I'll back off, and then I'll say,
Yeah. Hmm.
okay, it's always
Hmm.
me reaching out, and you do you do you.
Yeah.
You're doing all these
Hmm.
things, but do you ever pick up the phone and call
Hmm.
me and
So
see if I'm
now,
included?
like when you back out, if they like eventually reach out to you, like do you, like what I mean, like do you allow the reconnection? Yeah, I mean, or do it be like I ain't answering it. I ain't answering their phone call.
I have actually not answered people's calls or texts. I have
Yeah.
actually asked, like, I'm a crab. Yeah, just
Uh-huh.
see, I got my kids. I represent my crab. I am a true cancer, true
Mhm.
cancer, through and through. So it's either like it might take you a long time to like get to the inside of me,
Mhm.
get like everything that I have to offer to see that I'm really that person that will be your ride or die and be
Mhm.
there, support you, cheer you on, whatever. But sometimes it takes a while to get to that, right?
Mhm. And you are, cause you a giving type
I,
of
I,
friend. You know
I,
what I
I
mean?
am, and I
Yeah.
know this about me, but
Mhm.
it's like you have to get through that outer shell to even get to know that part of me. And
Mhm.
sometimes I could sense a vibe from a person and be like,
Yeah.
nope, that shell is tight. You are not
Yes.
getting past that shell,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
But if you start like showing me things that I feel like that I can trust you and like start letting you get underneath
Mhm.
those layers or whatever, and then you turn around and betray me, then
Mhm.
I feel stupid. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I know better.
Right.
Allowed you in. I broke that shell to let you in and get to know me, and
Mhm.
then you betrayed it. So that for me is like the biggest thing. And then
Yeah.
I gotta like
It'd be like that door be like
the
forever
close.
closed.
Yup. Then it's like it's like I'll shut
Mhm.
you out because you know I could be stubborn. You
Yeah.
already know. You already know. I could get
Yeah.
real stubborn, and once I shut you out
You
or
guys,
shut that
it's
door, it
no,
is
it's over.
over, boo, over. Okay, like don't call
Yeah.
me, don't text me. Like I can shut it down. I have
it's
no.
it's why see, because I'm a little more laid back, you know what I'm saying? And so, I don't know, like I said, just because I feel like, oh, everybody got life going on. I'm always like giving grace, you know what I'm saying? I'll always be giving grace, you know what I'm saying? So it's like somebody they could, it's like they respect. And I'll be like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
You let people right back in. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you would never be like, we won't be as close as we were before. Like I'm not
Right,
telling you, see, you
right.
can come back in and become like a social friend or a casual friend or something like that. But
Mhm, mhm,
it's
mhm,
like, it's like if you break like trust or loyalty or something like that, then yeah, things like that is just
mhm.
it's kind of it do be tough, I mean, it'd be like,
Yeah.
like we might can talk casually or something, but as
Mhm.
far as like getting like back in like how you were,
Right.
yeah, the relationship would definitely be different
Yeah.
because it's like I know you now. It's like you done show me something, you done show me who you are,
Yes. You can show me
and
who
so
you
I pay
are.
attention to that, and I I learned to like really trust my gut and my judgment,
Good.
and you know what I'm saying and stuff, and so it's like kind of like I might keep a person at a distance.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It's like, and
Yes.
I'll love you at a distance.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 Yep.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I totally had like shut the door in a lot of situations and something. And even like when I speak of Foeships, I like how we talk about people try to sabotage or
Mhm.
like undermine your success. Like
Yeah.
I've had that with a family member. I've
Mhm.
had that with a family member. Um,
Yeah.
and that one took a lot for me to grasp and
Yeah. That'd be hurtful.
accept it,
Mhm.
because that one like really hurt, because I'm
Mhm.
like, you are family.
Yeah.
You were somebody that I always was close to.
Mhm.
But things changed that. Things changed
Yeah.
that. And it was very hurtful. It was very hurtful.
Mhm.
Um, and I felt like they were not my cheerleader, like I was their cheerleader. You
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
Um,
And see, they was happy as long as you was supporting them.
exactly,
As long as you
exactly.
was
As long
supporting
as I was
them,
supporting them,
y'all was like
we was
this.
like this. We were like this. And like I said,
Yeah.
when they got into their endeavors,
Mhm.
right? I was the biggest cheerleader. I was their biggest supporter.
Mhm.
Um, always, trying to, you know, let them know that I'm in their corner, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as I started in the same like realm,
Mhm.
then their true colors came all the way
Right,
out.
right.
All the way out. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, really?
Mhm.
And because we talked about it,
Yes, yes,
you
you know
know,
I know the
you
whole
know who the
story.
family member. Mhm. Yes. that when
Yeah.
I say
Mhm.
that took me for like a loop because I
Uh-huh.
did not understand it.
Yeah.
And but they come showing me, they come showing
Yeah.
me little signs, right? But
Mhm.
me, I'm like, we're family. We're
Yeah.
family. I'm gonna laugh it off, you know,
Mhm.
because I'm like, is this you clearly can't be thinking this way, right? You
Right,
clearly can't be
right.
thinking this
It's like,
way.
what are you
What
worried
are you
about?
worried
There's
about?
enough abundance out here
Yeah,
for all
all
of
of us.
us.
Yes.
You know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
So what are you worried about, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. But when I say they like they turned on me like crazy, and it's like when every now and then I'll sit back and look at the crazy messages that I got
Yeah.
from this family, and I was like I would never thought that we would be in this place
Right,
ever. And
right.
that reminds me of a Foeship because I'm
Yes.
like I trusted you,
Mhm.
I never saw anything outside of you being supportive,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, and it's like they just
They
surprise
just
you
surprised me.
with the
The
negativity. You know what I'm saying?
negativity.
It'd be like, whoa, wow, really? You
Really?
know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that we'd be able to, like,
Right.
yeah, you know what I mean? But instead, it's like, wait, like, you turn your back on me, and so yeah, it
Mm,
just be like,
mm.
yeah,
Yeah, that one is, and it definitely put me in a bad headspace because now I don't trust this family member,
yeah,
and our relationship has been changed forever
oh,
because of it. Our
yeah,
relationship has really been changed forever behind this,
mhm,
right?
yeah.
Um, and it's like
Mhm.
I really don't care like if I even talk to them again.
Yeah, see, and I'll be all positive, like, no, one day things will mend, you know what I'm saying, with the continued success of all, and stuff. Yeah, just always trying to be positive and see the silver lining. Me could be like, what? No, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah, I feel you
for me
though.
that's the true epitome of a fellowship,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
when I know I've been supportive and they blatantly say I never told you or promised you that I was going to support you.
And that hit me in my heart because
That
it was like, hold up, wait,
wait,
what?
what?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because it's my sister. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you're supposed to be supporting her.
Okay, yep.
And so, yeah, it's like, it's like she's affected. It made me feel affected. Like, I got upset.
Yeah, that one cut a little deep. I was like,
Yeah,
wow. I was like, all this time I've been supporting you and feeling like that you would support me. You made it
right.
clear that you said you never promised me that you would support me.
Yeah, it was like, what kind of crap is
Scrap is
that
that. I
to
was
say to
like,
somebody?
ooh, okay. My family
Yeah.
member saying this to me.
Hmm. I
Duly
never promised you no
noted.
support.
Never promised
Right.
you no support. Ooh, but it was
Hmm.
okay as long as I was supporting you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
but that's why, like you said, when somebody show you who they are, you
Or
just feel like,
but
oh,
believe them.
okay, you know what? You're
Believe them.
right. And guess what? You don't have to, and you can go ahead and do you, and I'll
Do
continue to do
it
me.
continue to do me.
And, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So just be mindful of these friendships and these
Mm-hmm.
friendships because it's real. Like if you got somebody around you and they showing like these signs that they might be envious or you feel like they just around you just to get like information or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
pay attention to it. Pay attention to it
Yeah.
because it's really real. And I don't like to see people in situations where they consider them around friends and something bad happens to them. Like I hear these stories so often
Mm-hmm.
with people being with so-called friends and
Right.
they end up the ones hurt
Getting
or
hurt.
dead or
Mm-hmm.
something like that because they around so-called
Yeah,
friends.
people, and yeah, right.
Right.
Somebody that's actually trying to stab them in the
Stab them in
back.
the back, stab them in the back. Yeah, people can get really malicious. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And some people will actually try to befriend you
Mm-hmm.
just to get close to you,
Mm-hmm.
okay? To do some type of harm to you. Like
Yeah.
they have an ulterior motive, so you have to really be careful. Like me, like I'm real like protective of who I'm around me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I beat
Ooh,
myself
protect
up.
your energy,
Protect my energy.
protect
Like
your heart.
right, protect my
Right.
heart, right? So I that's why I take things hard on myself when I do let somebody get close to me
Mm-hmm.
and then they end up backstabbing me or betraying my trust. I get hard on myself because I was like, okay, you are usually tougher than that. Like you don't let
Mm-hmm.
nobody get that close to you to hurt you that way, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But like you say, I always say a snake always sheds its skin. So
Yeah.
you have these snakes out here that pretend to be something other than a snake. Okay, but you have to like really sit back and look at like the different aspects and the
What was
scope
that?
of it.
Oh yeah, like wolves and sheep
Wolves in sheep's
clothing.
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 Wolves in sheep's clothing. So, like I said, if somebody like you feel like somebody's competing with you, that's a sign. That's a
Right.
red flag. If you with somebody like, oh, if you know y'all out and you know you dressed and they like, oh, you just think you cute or something like that, and you know, and they trying to always outdo you for everything. They're always competing with you. That's a sign. That's not your real friend. That's not your real friend. Real friends don't compete.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Real friends or cheer you on. A real friend is not going to let you go out here looking like Boo Boo the Fool.
Exactly. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you out here, they let you get clowns. You know, like oh, okay, yeah, you look crazy, but I ain't even gonna say that because you gonna be out here looking crazy in the street. That's not a real friend. That's not a real friend.
That yes, a real friend gonna be like, boo boo, you got something in your teeth right there. You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell you, they gonna help you, they gonna check you, they gonna take a look to be like, oh, let me get this lint out your hair or just whatever they, you know, they there to. They's gonna support you and lift you up. You know what I'm saying? But somebody that's not your real friend, yeah, they let you walk around looking crazy.
Looking crazy. Like, no, your hair looking a hot mess, your shoes busted, your outfit looking crazy. They is not cool. They gonna be like, okay, because then it's gonna make them look better. You know what I mean? Because they wanted all the attention and the shine to be on them. So when they want you to look crazy in these streets, that's not your real friend. That's not your real friend. Okay. So and I was like, you know, this is my sister. And how many times that before we go somewhere, I'll be like, no.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? You know, check each other
Check
out.
each
You
other.
know what I mean?
I'm
Like take a look at me.
yeah,
You know. Yeah.
Yep. I'll tell her right up. I'll be like, oh no, no sis, no.
Girls be the same way too. Like I be getting dressed to go outside, they be like, "Mommy, are you wearing those boots?" I need to wait, or like, do I need to change it? Like, yeah. Yes. And they're going get another pair for me or something. Be like, "Oh, maybe try this," or you know, yeah, like they be checking me out to make sure I'm good. That's why I'm saying when I be thinking about like even just being in the entertainment industry and you know being a musician and stuff like that. When I think about being out or even having like a makeup artist and stuff, you know what I mean, like or just people who I trust to be around me. Yeah to make sure that I am good. Right. You know what I'm saying? That I'm presenting myself in a certain type of way and stuff. You know what I mean? I think like I think about my daughters, I think about you, you know what I mean? I be thinking about those people that, you know, I know can actually be in my corner that are gonna be lifting me up and making sure I'm in good hands. Absolutely. And that's who you want to surround yourself self with, you know. So be careful with these friendships and these friendships. Like we done kind of broke it down the differences between the friendships, what a real friendship should look like, and like it's different types of friends. Like, but be mindful of your friendship. Like, set them boundaries. Like, are they a work friend? You know what I mean? Are they acquaintance? You know, like separate them. Separate them. Know what kind of friendship you actually have with this individual or these people. Okay, so you know how to move with them. You know how you should interact with them because don't start taking people for these good friends and you know you're pouring things into them and it's really one-sided or they have malice towards you, stuff like that. This is how you get hurt. Like I've got my feelings hurt by so many different people in my life that's like now it's like I I do have a level of non-trust. Like I really don't trust a lot of people around me or to know my business or get close to me. Like I won't even invite certain people over to my home because like I don't like trust you. Like you might be a acquaintance or something like that, but like do I trust you to come over my house, especially like with women? Like if I bring you in my house and you're gonna be trying to come over and sleep with my husband, stuff like that. Like because I've had this situation happen before, right? Like you said, winking at your dude when you walk out the room. Right, exactly. Hi, Chris Valero. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Yes, I've had that happen to me. Wow. Like growing up in Virginia, like so. I'm gonna just give you a quick story. Yeah. So I had this girl I befriended. Okay. Um, you know my your niece, her dad, and all this stuff, right? So we were cool. Soon as my relationship started dwindling, right? Um, guess who started sleeping with him? Wow. Mind you, I consider this girl a friend because I would invite her. She would be in my house. I like when we would go out, like I would loan her clothes to wear, things like that, because you know she didn't have a lot, and I did have
more that I could offer. So I would always be like, okay, well, if we go out, I got an outfit you could wear, stuff like that. Like I was
Mhm.
always giving to this girl.
Mhm.
And as soon as me and my man had a problem,
Mhm.
I was like, so that tells me you was checking him out behind my back all this time
Mhm.
because guess who was coming in the neighborhood? I would see his car ride by and going to her direction, to her
Wow.
house and stuff like that. She was
Mhm.
met talking. They was in this so-called
Mhm.
relationship. I was like, that killed
Mhm.
it for me right there. I was like,
Yeah.
girl code,
Yes.
girl code. You
Right.
don't do that. We're supposed to
Right.
be friends. So
Mhm.
you actually
She
want.
probably had been in his ear before y'all broke up.
Right, right. So I was
Mhm.
like, so soon as we are break up, you want to jump into? Oh,
Mhm.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Duly
Mhm.
noted. So you gotta watch them. Lot of them girlfriends. Some girls you try to get close to just because they like what you got,
Yeah.
and they like,
Yeah.
ooh, if I get close to her, I can get close to him and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So,
You know, I kind of had a situation similar to that too. Like right after me and somebody had broke up, it was so and we were me and this girl. We wasn't like good friends, but you know, it was like just one of those people that was always trying to kind of be around. You
mm-hmm,
know what I'm saying? Be around us and be like, oh, I just love y'all. I
mm-hmm.
just love y'all stuff. And then as soon as we break up, you know what I mean? And he told me, he came and told me, he was like, yeah, you know, that she like, you know, came and basically like threw it on him. You know what I mean? Like she just wanted to see what it was all about. Yes, and he told me, and I remember, and so and I don't know if she knows that I know.
Mm.
I don't know if she knows that I know. You know what I'm saying? But yes, he told me. He came and he
Wow.
told me right after he was like, yeah, like she was like, you know, she just wanted to see like what it was all about and stuff. And you know, and it's like, and every time I see her, whenever I see her now, it just be like she kind of look at me like she knows I know. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean?
Ooh.
It's like, you know, I don't know, like I could sense her shame a little bit about it though too. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But I'll be like, it's cool. You know what
It's
I mean? We was
cool.
over. I
Yeah.
ain't even and we
Yeah.
wasn't even all like that and stuff like anyway. But it put some insight into it. It was like, okay, that's why she was hanging
Hanging
around.
around. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why she was all trying to be around, trying to act like, you know, oh, you know what I mean? You know, like she
Mm-hmm.
wanted, you know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like trying to be our
For our
friend.
friend. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause she
Watch.
liked my dude. She
Yep.
was into my dude.
Watch them new our friends. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know. All of a sudden, this girl or lady that you ain't did interact with, all of a sudden want to be cool. Oh, let's hang out. Let's do that. Uh huh. Uh
Mm-hmm.
huh. Yeah. Now I'll be
Mm-hmm.
paying attention. Like I'd have had so many chicks like stab me in the back or try to be after my man and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like them Foeships. Them Foeships. That just keep
Yeah.
going back to them Foeships.
How about
Like
that? And
it's
but see,
real.
oh
It's
my God,
real.
see, because that got me thinking. Let me propel all of that because my man's fine right now. My man is fine.
Uh-huh.
Stuff, but you know
Yeah.
what? But it's like I don't, you know, I really don't be worrying about it because you know, I mean,
Hmm.
because we do have a solid
Right.
relationship. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hmm.
But I be paying attention to people.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And
absolutely.
I have some friends who like that I know that are in relationships, and I've heard them say they be like they don't befriend single people.
Yep.
You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? And
Hmm.
you know, or bring people to their house
Hmm.
and you know stuff like that. You know,
Hey, JT, how are
yeah.
you? Thanks for coming
Mhm.
in.
And that's how me
Happy
and him,
Sunday.
hey, but me and him, we talk like that. Like we prefer to befriend other couples.
Yes,
You know what
yes,
I'm saying?
yes,
Other
yes,
couples.
yes, 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 yes. I
Hmm.
think that's like a safer zone because, like I said, it's tough. Like me and a married couple, or you in a relationship with somebody, a partner that you've been with a long time, and then you bring in a single friend because that can go another way too. Like it could
Hmm.
be a guy that has a solid relationship with a young lady and has a single friend, and you
Hmm.
don't know if this friend is checking out your lady. That
Yes.
happens a lot too.
Uh-huh. Because I know because oh he definitely be like that. You know what I mean? Like, you
Yes.
know, like you don't be one
You were different,
he'd be like, hold up, you know what I mean? Or he'd be like, all right, you know, stay
stay
upstairs
upstate.
because you know
Yeah,
I'll be like,
exactly,
dang, like all
exactly,
right, you know.
exactly. Yes.
Or I'll wear like a robe or something, or I'll wear something like big, or you know what I
Yeah,
mean. But I
yeah,
don't come
yes.
around, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean, looking all good and sexy and stuff like that around his friends because I know they be, you know what I'm saying, they gonna check me out, you
Trust
know.
me. Yeah, it's a lot of snakes in the
Hmm.
garden. A lot of snakes in the
Yes. And
garden.
next you
Like,
know,
yep,
yeah, don't want
they
him
be
to have no problems with his
no problem
friends,
with his friends.
you
Like I said, that
know.
could go either way. Like it's like I said, them social. Some people just befriend you just because they like what you have, they want what you have, and they trying to get what you have.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we always like mindful of that, and like I hear so many different stories about it. Like, oh, they was friends. Were they really? Were they
About it,
really? You know
right.
what I mean? Like this stuff is real. Like
Yeah.
I be following, especially like the different, how I'll be into my
Mhm.
my reality shows and stuff
Yeah.
like that, right? But it happens
Oh,
so
you
much.
see it all
You
the
see it all the
time.
time. Like, they were with this one man, and then the next thing they break up and they with the next woman, and
Mhm.
oh my god, I was like, it's crazy. Like, this is real. This is real. Especially is a man shortage too. So be
Mhm.
careful with you. Like, I don't worry about that with my husband, but I don't put nothing past the woman. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't. I don't. I know they would check you out, and if they had the chance, they would definitely try it. We
Mhm.
definitely try it and stuff. But yeah, what he said? He was in the kitchen early today. Oh, so they talking to each
Oh,
other. But yeah. So yep. But that was a lot of what we wanted to talk about is like
yeah.
the friendships and friendships.
Yeah, it was definitely insightful and even made me think about like, okay, am I being a good friend?
Yes, you being a
You know
good
what I'm
friend.
saying? Am I
Yes.
valuing my friendships and stuff like
Yes.
that? Am I reaching out enough? And you know,
Yeah, because they actually say like a casual friend is somebody that might ask you, "Do you
mhm,
need something?" But a real close friend will be like, "I see that you need this. You have a need. I'm
mhm,
just gonna go get it. I'm gonna go bring it."
right,
You know what I mean?
right,
So like I said, it's different layers and
mhm,
different levels to it. So that's why I thought it was very insightful too, because like these are things you don't realize,
mhm,
until you like dive deep into it. The
mhm,
different levels of it, and just pay attention to it. Pay attention
yes,
to it.
mhm,
Know where you are at with your friendships.
mhm,
If you're in a situation like I explained, like how I was in that, I started seeing different things,
mhm,
different signs to that where I had to pull back and started seeing the big picture and seeing it for
right,
what it was.
yeah,
Sometimes you gotta set yourself free. You can really
yes,
care about somebody, and really want their really want the best for them or have their best interest at heart, but they
mhm,
really do not have the same thing for you.
mhm,
So you have to be mindful of that. And I have come to terms that, I don't really have somebody really that has my best interest. Like, I have
mhm,
people that are close to me that I
yeah,
know that like care, and they always empathetic and stuff like that, and I
mhm,
appreciate those people.
mhm,
But I've had a lot of people that pretend to really be
mhm.
there and be friends and really have not. You
Wow,
know,
yeah.
so what he said good topic
Mhm,
is had creating friendships later in life because you're not sure of each other's intentions. Exactly,
mhm,
JT. Exactly. And this is a prime example. Like, JT, like she has very good friends in her life, right? um well, Edna and
mhm.
Kisha and all that, like they've been long time friends. Like, so their friendship is like solid.
Solid.
Their friendship
Mhm,
is solid, and I love it. This is why, like, when I not busy and life is happening and stuff is going on, I try to tune in because like I love their friendship and their dynamic. Okay.
mhm.
But not everybody has that. Like, I
Yeah.
personally don't have that, and people that I thought I had that with, it wasn't the case. That it was
Mhm.
more like a faux ship, right? It
Yeah.
was more like a faux ship.
Mm.
So this is why I really wanted to like touch on this topic and stuff.
Yeah.
So because I don't like to see nobody getting played, getting their feelings hurt.
Mhm.
Um, you know, having these pretend folks, that claim to
Yeah.
be your friend and they just got ulterior motives and they just want to be
Mhm.
around you because it benefits them or they could get
Mhm.
something out of it.
Yeah.
So
Mhm. I hear you.
whew, yeah.
Yep, yep. But yeah, I think some of my friends that I have now, actually like we became friends more. It was like later in life, like I was in my
Okay.
20s.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, like some
Okay.
of the people that I'm like closest to that I really like hold dear to my heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's definitely like, folks that, like I met them like later on, when I was more mature, and it's like we have more, it's like-minded, what I'm saying, type of folks and stuff, and some of them like they not even here in Philly, you know what I mean? It's like, people they down in Atlanta and
Still
other
Atlanta.
cities
Right.
and stuff, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I say those relationships, hold on to them. Hold on to
Mhm.
them because they are like a rare
Yeah,
gem.
people that I just love.
Rare gem.
I just
Okay, when
love
you
them.
have
Yeah.
that relationship or that friendship, that true friendship, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Hold on to them. Like sometimes people take those for granted. You know what I
Yeah.
mean. Some people take those for granted, and I say
Mhm.
like hold on to them, wherever, because not everybody is your friend. There's a
Right.
lot of foes out
Right.
here. There's a lot of
Yeah. So like you
foes.
said, when you get them,
Hold
when you
on to it.
cherish those
Cherish them.
people.
Cherish those people.
Yeah. I'm all
Yeah.
like, look, I'm ready to go call some folks right
Right.
now.
Okay.
Sit here like
Yeah,
twins. Where
twin,
have
where you
you
been?
been?
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. Let them know how you feel. Let them know that you value their friendship.
Mhm.
Show them. So
Yes.
because not
Yes.
everybody has that. Not everybody has that. So like, I love to see a beautiful, real, meaningful friendship between
Mhm.
people and stuff. So
Yeah.
yep. But that was
Mhm.
our topic and our spill today
Yes.
about friendship versus Foeship.
Mhm. So if you got some friends, go hug your
If
friend.
you
Go
got
call
some,
your friend.
call your
Yes.
friend, let them know that
Mhm.
you love and care about them.
Yes.
That
Yes. And
you
we got what's that? The holidays coming up and
holidays
stuff. You know
coming
what I mean?
up.
So what's they call that? The Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving, yeah. I would
Friendsgiving
love to have a
Day.
Friendsgiving. Like
Yes.
I do have some friends, like I said, like they're my casual friends, but I feel like I've like develop like meaningful relationship
Mhm.
with them, that like I do like genuinely care about them, and
Mhm.
I won't want anything bad to happen to them, like
Mhm.
and I feel like that if they were to call me and ask me
Mhm.
something, that I would genuinely be there,
Yeah, and
genuinely be
see,
there for them.
and friends and different friendships, different level stuff. These can always, like I said, change levels
Change
and
levels,
can
right,
grow.
right. It's
Yeah.
I'm hoping that some of these relationships that I form like can grow more,
Mhm.
because I do have like a level of like trust that I confide into these, few individuals. But I'm
Mhm.
hoping that it does grow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Granted, I've had to walk away from associates from being lied, used, or mistreated. So yes, please
Mhm.
cherish the ones that's supposed to. Absolutely,
Yes.
JT. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Value them, love them. Like you said, if you have to walk away, walk away. I've had to do that. It
Yeah.
hurts to have to do that, but I've had to walk away
Sometimes you
from
got
quite a
to.
few people.
Yep.
Quite a few people. I've literally had to walk away.
Mhm.
And I don't feel bad that I've had to, because,
Right.
like you said, God reveals to you the things that you need to know. So
Mhm.
then there's sometimes the writing be on the wall, and that big picture is right in front of you. You just
Mhm.
have to be willing to look at it and see it for what it is. And I
Yeah.
saw it for what it was.
Mhm. And yeah, and some people are just meant to be,
Yes.
for a short period of
Short period
time.
of time.
And
Yep.
you know what I'm
How they say,
saying?
some people are for a season, for
Yes.
only for a season. Some people are
Yeah.
not meant to be there long term. And I
Yeah.
learned that.
Mhm.
Like, even like with my friend was in my wedding. I thought that was,
Yeah.
we had a off and on friendship, but do we talk now? We do
Uh,
not talk. It's sad.
dang,
It's sad. We don't
yeah.
talk to. And they were in my wedding. You
Right,
know?
right.
So
Mhm.
I mean, it happens. It
Yeah.
happens. Like,
Yeah, some people
I
just drift
exactly.
apart.
I felt like I valued that friendship more, and it was like
Mhm.
we were having conversations about like valuing friendships, but at the end of the day, like, did you really value a friendship? So yeah. So
Mhm.
it's sad. It's sad. It's definitely sad. But yeah, we just wanted to like really touch on that. Really touch on that,
Yeah.
because that's something that we both can relate to and resonate with. Okay.
Mhm.
Far as like friendships and friendships. So yeah, we gave a lot of information regarding the differences between the two. And
Yes.
if you
Good
have time, if you want
conversation.
to look into it yourself, just do your research on it. What does that
Mhm.
look like? What type of relationship am I actually in? What's my
Mhm.
relationship with this person?
Yes.
Are they really your friend? Or
Right. How about
how about
that?
that? It makes you think.
Mhm.
Read the description, read the dynamics behind that.
Mhm.
Okay, what exactly does that look like?
Yeah.
What
Think
is
about
that?
your friend
Think about
list.
your friend list, and go through and say, okay, are you a casual friend? Are you considered acquaintance? Are you a
Mhm.
close friend? Like, yeah, it makes you want to go through that list and be
Right.
like, how can I define you? Okay. So yes, yes. So
Yeah, they gonna be going through their contact list right now and be like, okay, all right, friend, close
best friend,
friend,
yep,
casual,
yep.
acquaintance.
So exactly. Yes, real friends don't compete. Just keep that. If you
Yeah,
don't take anything else away from this conversation, real
real
friends
friends
don't
don't
compete.
compete.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. But But this has been our topic for today.
Yeah.
So we get together every Sunday at 3 o'clock. You never know what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. You never know what we're gonna talk about. But we appreciate you for joining in for our Sister Talk Sunday.
Yes.
You could be doing anything right now, and you are here on our live, and we are grateful. We appreciate you.
Until next
Yes,
time.
and we hope to see you next Sunday, 3 o'clock.
Yes.
And if you have not done something for yourself already, please do something for you. Until then, we'll talk to you soon.
Yay,
Cheers. Cheers.
Awesome.